Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of October 5th, 2025. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Each zodiac sign will have their own video. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here to the channel and watch the video of your choosing. Also keep in mind, this is a collective general reading. That means it is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello Capricorn, let's see what is your tarot card for the week of October 5th, 2025. You have the Nine of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing you emotional fulfillment? Loving you. Loving you. Let's see where we go with this message. Why is the Nine of Cups the tarot card of the week for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? And I say that because the Nine of Cups, nines in general, are very independent energy, whether you're single or partnered, irrelevant to the reading. But the Nine of Cups is someone who knows what makes them happy, and they're capable of making themselves happy. Again, whether they're single or partnered. So what situation, environment, or connection in your life is bringing you emotional fulfillment? You making yourself happy, you filling your own cups. And with that comes out the Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. Did I tap into a group of you where you are learning how to love yourself? Doesn't it feel good? If you're not there yet, you will be soon. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Four of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Page of Pentacles. You learned something new. And I hate to repeat messages, so I don't want to repeat this one. You've gone through this probably for the last month on my channel. Somewhere along the way, either the Capricorn Collective shifted on my channel or something new was revealed to me for the collective. And what was revealed was so many of you overgive. I mean, you overgive in love, you overgive in time, you overgive in money, you overgive to the point where you end up betraying yourself more than the people taking advantage of you. And this individual is face up. It's not like the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck where, you know, the person is face down and you can say, well, they got stabbed in the back and they didn't see it coming. No, you saw it coming. And you saw it coming because you participated in it coming. Because even though when part of you told you not to do that, you still did it out of love or concern or compassion. I think that's a wound here that you've healed. I think there's something new here that you've learned, that you can't pour from an empty cup, and therefore you need to fill your own cup first. At the bottom of the deck, we have Five of Swords, we have Judgment, and we have Strength. I think you have walked away from people who took too much from you. If not, that's something you need to do. You need to make the judgment call. I also think there's something about these people walking away from you when you're no longer serving their needs. And I think that's when you realize they were only using you for whatever, time, love, money, you know, admiration, respect, whatever it was that you gave them. You gave it to the detriment of yourself. And now that you're not giving it or not giving in the same quantity, they just walk away from you. I think that's a lesson there that unfortunately you had to learn. Bottom of the deck, Temperance, Death, and King of Pentacles. Don't you look good? Whether you are masculine or feminine. What a transformation here in the Capricorn Collective. Tell me about that Four of Swords. I think as you take better care of yourself and make yourself a priority, you're going to more and more step into your power, Capricorn. And I don't know why you didn't do this before. I mean, you're a cardinal earth sign, and earth signs can get stuck and stubborn, but you're cardinal, so you take action. When it came to this person or these people, you didn't. I mean, you took action to help them, but you did it to your own detriment. And I don't know why that is. Could be maybe some toxic codependency there, where you thought if you helped them, they would love you, or you helped them, they would respect you, or if you were always there, they would include you. There could be something like that there at play. No shame in that. We all go through that at times. But whatever it was for you, I think you've healed it, or you're in the process of healing that wound. Tell me more about that Four of Swords. One more shuffle. Nine of Wands. Hard lesson. 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Moving on from that. Moving on and moving up. 7 of Swords. Yeah, because I think what you learned was you were sabotaging your own happiness, or maybe even your own bank account, for those of you who are financially helping people to the point where they were depleting you. I mean, even on the days that you were tired and wanted to give up, you still showed up for these people. You still showed up. Even when they turned their back on you, if they came back around asking for help, you still showed up. I think you're moving on from that behavior. I think you have learned how detrimental it has been to you emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, and maybe even financially. Page of Pentacles. Tell me about this lesson here. Tell me about the lesson. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Fool. Whole new beginning for you. Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. Took you a long time to get here. Welcome. Welcome to the age of putting yourself first. It was a hard lesson, and it's going to take you time to adjust to this. So you may be prone to the 8 of Swords or 9 of Swords, which is feeling guilty or having anxiety, second guessing yourself, thinking you were wrong to cut off that person or not run to their aid. There's something like that here at play in the Capricorn collective. And I feel like what you need to learn is that you need to put yourself first. I don't know if it was your sign that I gave the analogy to, but if you've ever traveled by plane, one of the first things they do when you're on the plane is they tell you where the exits are and all of this stuff. But they also tell you how to best utilize the oxygen mask. In the event that something happens with the plane, the oxygen masks are deployed, typically from the ceilings. And the first thing they tell you is you have to, or you must put that oxygen mask on yourself. And then you can help the person next to you and next to them, or in front of you or behind you. But you're of no use if you're running up and down that aisle, putting the oxygen mask on everyone else and not putting it on yourself. Because who's putting it on you? No one. If everyone is waiting for you to rescue them, no one is coming to rescue you. And I think that was a hard lesson that you had to deal with and you had to learn. And I think you had a lot of betrayals, or what you felt were acts of betrayal from these people, because they weren't putting the oxygen mask on you, but you never required it. You never demanded it, and you never put it on yourself. And they just thought you were okay with that. And I think the lesson you learned is they might be okay with that, but you're not okay with that. You're not okay with not putting the mask on yourself. And I think moving forward, you will do that. But it's going to be difficult for you probably over the course of the next 8 to 9 weeks. You're going to have situations where people are going to need your help. And that instinct of yours to run as a cardinal sign and bring the grounding and stability and money, or, you know, whatever it is that they need, you're going to feel this urge within the go, because it's sort of pre-programmed, sort of like DNA wired into you. But I think you need to reground yourself into, nope, got to put the mask on myself first. If I don't have enough money for me, then I don't have enough money for you. If I don't have enough time for me, I don't have enough time for you. Like whatever this is, I think you had multiple people take advantage of you in your life. I think it was a repetitive pattern in the 9 of Wands, and I think you just got used to existing that way. And what you're learning, or what you have learned, is you can't exist that way anymore. So I do think you're going to be tested a bit over the course of the next 8 to 9 weeks, again, of people needing you. And you're going to have to make the decision to put yourself first, okay? It won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. So what situation in your life is bringing you emotional fulfillment? You taking care of you. You finally learning to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. Any final advice here for Capricorn this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups. 7 of Swords. Justice, bottom of the deck, Empress. You probably will be tested this week. There will be one person. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This person is going to ask you for your help. They are capable. They're going to come to you with hat in hand, with their cup. They're going to want their cup to be filled some way, somehow. This person is capable of filling their own cup. They don't have to come to you. And I think you're going to be tested here this week. It'll be up to you to do the fair, right, and balanced thing for yourself. Because I feel like this person is playing on your love for them or your affection or your respect or your admiration. Could even be a child for some of you. And there's something here about don't run towards them to fill that cup. That person is perfectly capable of filling their own cup. They have a whole teapot there that they are in possession of. They are perfectly capable of filling up that cup. So coming in hat in hand and crying to you, I mean, you do what you want, but your advice here is you will be tested. Do what is fair, balanced, and right for you. You are the empress of your life here. Empress, 8 of Wands, and 10 of Wands. Because if you rush forward to come to this person's aid, it will only end up being a burden to you. And you'll be left with that burden, not them. Okay? That is what I have for you, my dear. Make sure you check out your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements. But if this is where we part for now, I wish you good luck with this. Have some grace with yourself. It's not easy to reprogram ourselves from, I'm going to call it a habit, but you know, from that type of pattern, because it was truly coming from a place of love. And that's hard to rewire, but I think you need to remember how depleted it left you all the other times that you did it. And this time, at least stop yourself from running immediately and think about it. And I think if you think about it, you'll get the clarity that you need to not continue doing this pattern of the past. That is what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Capricorn, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.